What do you eat daily? Do you know what's in the food you're actually consuming? Whether it be that morning Starbucks run, out to lunch with your coworkers, or having your favorite snack in the evening. Most of us don't know what's actually hiding in these foods. We don't exactly know what we're putting in our body, but we eat them anyways. They sound good to us. So how does it make sense that us as the adults are handing over these processed foods and these foods from restaurants to kids when we don't even know what we're eating ourselves? A couple of years back, about 6 years ago when I graduated high school, I heard about the freshman 15, where if you gain weight because you're a busy college student, it's okay and it happens. It's something that happens to everybody. I was warned by my friends and my family, and I thought it was okay. So therefore, I did. I started to gain a little bit of weight, but I thought it was normal. One morning I woke up though, and I just didn't feel right. I didn't feel like myself. I was very sluggish, and after 8 hours of sleep and 2 cups of coffee, you think I would be awake and ready to go. This continued for many mornings until it just didn't feel like something was right. I felt like my body was trying to tell me something. I called up my doctor after I began to worry, and he suggested that I come in and get some blood tests done. I described my symptoms of always being tired and just feeling out of it. He took 9 vials of blood, and a week later, I got a call that I was anemic. For those of you who don't know, being anemic is when your iron levels are severely low. I have never heard of this previously during this time, so I asked my doctor what we could do to make this better. He suggested that I was put on an iron supplement, a very low dose iron supplement, and he told me that I would start to feel like myself. It would implement the things I wasn't getting in my diet, so I would start to feel better. After being on this iron supplement for a couple months, I started to have adverse symptoms. My legs would get very crampy, my feet would hurt, I would get headaches, and it just didn't feel like anything was getting better. It almost felt like things were getting worse. So at this time, I began to worry more. I made a call back to my doctor and I came in. He told me that I should start to evaluate what I'm eating in my diet, possibly keep a journal, and keep track of all the things I was eating on a daily basis. I did this for about a month and reported back to my doctor and showed him what I was eating. But to my surprise, little to nothing I was eating in my natural diet was anything that had iron in it. Only about 5% of what I was eating on a daily basis had the littlest bit of iron in it, which definitely was not the daily recommended value for myself. After realizing what I was eating wasn't healthy enough, I started to do research and to find out what things were natural that I could eat in my diet that would help improve my iron levels, such as lentils, some meats, beans, things of that nature, a lot of vegetables. I didn't like this idea at first, but I figured I might as well give it a try. I had nothing to lose. If the supplement didn't work for me, then possibly improving my diet would. So after changing my diet and implementing physical activity, I started to notice a change. I'd wake up in the morning after adequate sleep, and I would feel so much better. So little did I know that just improving the little things in my diet like that and improving my iron intake would make me feel so much better and more like myself. There are also many research articles out there that talk about how to implement your diet and with physical activity, as well as what I did. As I was improving and realizing what I was eating on a daily basis, I started to improve my physical activity. I went to the gym, or I would try to walk more, be as active as I could throughout the week between work and school. During research, I also found that many articles say that it's perfectly okay if you didn't find a diet that was right for you because it takes a few tries. So with implementing a diet that's right for you and finding the right amount of physical activity, you can be as healthy as you possibly can. Even if you aren't a nutritional student or studying nutrition in school, it's so very important that you know what you're putting in your bodies. Whether that would be a supplement or things you're eating, it's always good to be aware. It's always good to know too that if your body is telling you something, that you listen to it. If internally something doesn't feel right, then something usually isn't right. So it's okay to take the steps to call your doctor to figure out and really evaluate what you're doing or what you could improve upon. After taking control of what I eat and adding more physical activity, being more self-aware of what I put on my body, I feel so much better and I'm no longer deemed anemic by my doctor. So after all, you really are what you eat, and it'll also help improve your overall lifestyle. Thank you.